Hey guys, it's the Boxing World with another fight prediction. This one is about Martin Bakole against Joseph Parker on the greatest fight card ever, The Last Crescendo. You gotta love the Saudis for these fights they're putting on. Uh, Originally, Parker was supposed to fight Daniel Dubois for Dubois' IBF belt. However, 2 days before the fight, Dubois falls ill, similar to Floyd Schofield 2 days earlier, and has the flu. But Coley gets the call and flies in with 1 day to go from the Congo. Coley was in training, but definitely not peaking yet. Coley's trainer claims he's operating at 60% and his promoter. Uh, Coley is a sparring gym legend. He is arguably the most avoided fighter in the world. According to Bakole and his trainer, Bakole has KO'd 90% of the top heavyweights in sparring, including AJ, Dubois, even Alexander Usyk. The craziest part of that is not one of those fighters has flat out denied it, despite all of them being asked 100 times to confirm or deny these allegations. The fight, this fight, is the most unknown for me on this fight card. Way the most unknowns. First of all, Joseph Parker has bulked up about 25 pounds from his usual fighting weight, and he came in at a career high 267 pounds. The craziest part of that is his trainer Andy Lee, former middleweight champion and cousin of Tyson Fury, has claimed he has lost no speed or stamina. Now, I'm well aware coaches, trainers, they all talk up their fighter, but this is different. I actually trust Andy Lee. He's a straight shooter. They have been alleging for months that they have found some new secret legal way to bulk up without losing speed or coordination. Sounds far-fetched, but if true, it would be revolutionary for the sport. Bakole, on the other hand, he flew in so late he even missed the weigh-ins, but apparently he weighs 315 pounds. The million-dollar question here is how will Parker handle this extra weight, and how fit is Bakole in a 12-round fight? Bakole has a habit of being relentless, a beast, but fading late, as he did in his only loss to Michael Hunter. But that was years ago, and Bakole has greatly improved. He is the new boogeyman of the heavyweight division, and you don't hear any heavyweights calling out Martin Bakole or even saying his name. Bakole's last fight, he brutally KO'd America's next great heavyweight, Jared Anderson. He played possum, letting Anderson get cocky and start hitting him to the body before knocking him out. Uh, Joseph Parker's last two fights are two wins against, in my opinion, arguably the two hardest punchers in all of boxing. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and Gilles Big Bang Zhang. Uh, he and Dubois probably have the most impressive recent victory streaks, besides obviously the undisputed champ Alexander Usyk. Now, in a perfect world, if Bakole had a full training camp to train for Parker, I would have chosen him to win here. But he has flown in a day before the fight, having not been training or preparing for this fight. Parker has been preparing for a similar style, as Dubois does mirror a faster yet more fragile version of Bakole. Bakole's next fight was supposed to be a final eliminator for the WBC belt against the Nigerian F.A. Ajagba. He's risking all that to fight the top of his game, Prime Parker. He has a mandatory final eliminator, and he's risking that. And I feel like that's dangerous because usually Bakole will not be anyone's voluntary. If he's not a mandatory, I wouldn't expect the champions to fight him. Uh, and Parker seems like he is in his prime. Um, Parker is a better boxer. He is faster. But Bakole has more power and a better chin. And Parker does have, in my opinion, the better stamina. Now, because Bakole has not been training for this fight, I would expect him to beat up Parker for the first 5 rounds, possibly even scoring a knockdown, but Parker winning the second half of the fight and winning a tight decision against the Bakole with no fight camp. But here's the kicker. Parker has put on 25 pounds here, and while I do believe it would have helped him in his fight against Dubois to fight fire with fire, in this situation, I actually think the extra 25 pounds slows him down and makes him more hittable for Bakole, who will still outweigh him by 50 pounds. So, power and size would work against Dubois, but against Bakole, I believe Parker's speed advantage would have been the key to victory, and tiring and frustrating a slower Bakole. I think the extra weight will slow Parker and make him trade more with Bakole, which is a bad recipe. I do not believe the fairy tale claims that putting on 25 pounds does not diminish your speed, coordination, or stamina, unfortunately. I think Parker is an amazing fighter, and although he was able to neutralize Zhang and Wilder's power, Zhang does not throw a lot of volume, more of a counterpuncher, and Wilder was exceptionally gun-shy that fight. So, for my official prediction, I'm going with the underdog Cinderella story, flying in from the Congo one day before the fight and winning in impressive style by TKO in the 9th round. The lost king of Scotland, Martin Bakole. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See ya.